Hi, how's it going? Today we are going to draw a dragon. Follow along as I show you how to draw a dragon in easy to follow step-by-step instructions. I'm going to start with construction and guidelines to map in the dragon and make it look accurate. If you see how I pick apart a drawing and how I plan it out, this will make you a better drawer by using construction lines to help get the form of your whatever you're drawing and to make it look accurate and the right size. Keep watching the video because at the end of the video I'm going to show you how to do some color shading and add texture to the dragon, and these little tips that I'm going to give you will make your drawings look amazing. I'm choosing to outline mine with a Copic multi-liner because I really like using those, and I am just adding in all the details now, blocking it in, trying my best and drawing lots of curves and little shapes for the nails or the claws of the dragon, and now the tail where I'm bringing it around and I'm following those guidelines and constructions lines that I created earlier. Now with the tail, you want to make the tail look like it's getting thinner the longer it goes. Now you could add other details on the tail like spikes or any other bits and pieces that you want, or some fins coming off the back, but I've just adding a little bit of a highlighted section for underneath and on top of the tail, which I'm going to draw a slightly different color just to give it a bit of extra detail. Now the wings are a series of curved lines, and I'm using those construction lines to help guide how to draw it. Remember to repeat those curves and making sure that the wing looks cool. It's made up of little sections with these other little, they look like what I'm trying to achieve is little bones that run through the webbing of the wing where the skin comes over it. That's what those lines are for. And what we want to do is do exactly the same or pretty similar on the other side to make it look almost symmetrical. And remember, practicing your curves can help. You could be drawing this in pencil before you go over it with a black outliner. It's really up to you. But remember, keep trying, keep doing your best, and I'm sure you'll get there. Once again, adding all those extra details, now it's time for the chest of the dragon, which flows up into the neck. And I've created a nice curve and the head looking the other way. Now the head shape you could put on your own head, or you could use the shape of head that I've used. I've got like a jaw, a couple of little nostrils putting on, and now the eyebrows, just a straight line with another eye bit coming through, and I'm leaving a little white reflection in there in the eye. Just a little white patch, and now I've got some spikes coming out the back of the head. I'm going to go with 4 spikes. You could do something else with your dragon. It's really your choice. And I've also got some spikes on the back of the dragon to make it look a little bit more fierce and have a little bit more character on it. You could repeat that on the tail, the end of the tail, if you wanted to. I've left that off on mine. On the chest of the dragon that leads up to the neck, this is like a chest plate where I've provided some sort of scaling or some sort of pattern work to emphasize that area as well before I start coloring it in. Another good idea is to thicken up some of the shadow areas with a thicker pen. I'm using a brush Copic multi-liner, which I love to use. And I'm just emphasizing some of the shadow darker areas because the light source is coming from above. And I do a little bit of that underneath the dragon, underneath the tail, and on the wings. You might decide that you want to leave that off. It's really up to you. Great job, guys. Now it's time for coloring. Now remember, you can color your picture in any colors you like, and you can even add a background. I've chosen complementary colors that are opposite on the color wheel because they stand out with each other. So I used orange and blues, and I've emphasized the dragon's head and the chest piece of the dragon by making it orange, and I gave the tail a little bit of orange and also the toes a little bit of orange to make them stand out as well. As you can see here, I've layered up this part of the wing Okay, I've got the darker areas and then I'm going over it with lighter areas. It makes a huge difference. So one of the things that we want to make sure we do is we have light and dark areas. I'm using two different blues here and pressure, and also we layer it up because we don't want to have the pencil lines showing. Once we've got all the highlights and darker areas on, another tip is texture. Just putting on some simulated texture can make your picture look amazing. And at the moment I'm just putting on some little lines to describe some of the texture of the tail. The details will make your work go from good to great. Thanks for following along with this drawing. And now if you like this, I've got more drawings you can have a look at. Just click on one of these links above and keep drawing. Until next time, I will see you later. Thanks. Bye for now. Cheers.